Thought that would take me longer to set up, to be honest. Doesn't say I'm live. What the hell? Okay, well that was weird. Oh, okay, we're live. Alright. So, I don't need to post on Twitter, Facebook. Oh, by the way, if you go into the cart customization and pick special carts, you can get the retro cart like I have. Okay. Oh, you figured... Yeah, you got it. Okay. Now, I think there's only one course that's going to be acceptable for this. Oh, where is it? Well, it's the only court that's going to be justifiable for this. Yeah. Alright, we'll wait for some more people to come in. See if... Because we're still like a minute early before I said I would start streaming. So we'll hang out. Wonder if there's any like fans of the series that look this up that are going to be like looking for a CTR stream, because there was lots of people that subbed to me because they found they were looking up zombie streams. So I'm kind of curious if the same thing will happen here. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Well, we'll start out the retro course. People come, you know. Oh, not gonna lie. A little winded. Yeah, so we'll do this for about like an hour and a half or maybe so. We'll switch into some zombies. I'll have to end the stream and start it up again. Okay. Did you love how they plastered the PlayStation logo everywhere? Yeah, so this, I don't know if this is a surprise or not, but this course is only in the PS4 version. I don't know why, but, you know, I'm not complaining either. Oh, I should send this to Sword Yoshi. He'd probably watch. I didn't think of that. I genuinely have to like send to certain people so that they'll actually watch the stream. And I forgot to post it on the messenger. Shit. Oops. Well, I'll do that in between this race and the next. I'm slacking. I need a secretary, Royce. Get canceled because... Yeah, well, I don't need to make a joke about people getting canceled right now. Feels like everybody's getting called out. That's just kind of a hard course, isn't it? It's the men from the boy. Nice. Yeah, you know, you're not looking like somebody who played this back on the PS1. What's your excuse? I've nearly lapped you. Oh, I did lap you. Oh, what? The internet? Why is it saying that if, like, I'm looking at my phone right now. Please, you're lying, stupid stream. I can see right now that... I'll turn down the quality on my phone just so it's not... I only need it for the chat, so... Man, people can watch this in 1080p 60 frames per second, Royce. Did you know that? Alright. New course. New course. Oh, yeah, but I gotta do some stuff. I wonder if I'd be allowed to post it in Reddit here. Alright, what are the rules here? Player post. Okay, yeah, no, I can't. Oh, I think somebody joined. I was just like paying attention to like the stream thing there. Yo, what's the best Mario Party? What? None of them, because I don't really enjoy Mario Party. Yeah, I mean, I guess I agree with you, too. Two is the most solid of the ones I played. What did you expect? I don't play Mario Party. I play good games. Not RNG Simulator. Alright, Sewer Speedway. I will say, though, that, I got a damn good offer for 6. Somebody was yeah, I was just reading what this chat said. He says that got a damn good offer for 6, so I assume Mario Party 6. Well, I think it's pretty commonly believed that the second Mario Party is the best one. Isn't that like common opinion? I don't know. I don't know how anybody can consider a franchise good if its best entry was like the second one and there's like 10 of them. Like, how does that work? I don't know. I always kind of resented that series. Every time I play it, I don't have a good time. Like, it leaves a sour taste in my mouth every time. You know what game is really good though? Fusion Frenzy. If you ever had an original Xbox, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, that's a great game. Like, hands down, I think it's one of the best like party games, but nobody knows about it because it's on the Xbox and it's not called Halo. Definitely sucked growing up with an Xbox because, I mean, sure, I got the best versions of the multi-platform games, but, you know, like, other than Halo, like, I was missing out on all the exclusives that the other consoles had. I'm sure people are going to want me to play Mario Party on the channel at some point, so I just get so angry with it. I don't know why. It's just one of those games that, you know, I don't have fun playing. Everybody has that one game that's like super popular. They just don't understand why it is, you know? Yeah. Was that game's Kart Racer any good? Trust me, I saw it. No, most people say 3 and 6 are the best. No, I have always heard 2 is the best Mario Party. I know that. You probably played Whacked way more than multiplayer. Whacked? Is that like a... Is that a minigame in Fusion Frenzy? I don't remember. I don't remember their specific names. Whacked? Well, how is that not multiplayer? Like, that's an Xbox exclusive. I know what Fusion Frenzy is. Oh, he's saying I see. Whacked is apparently exclusive party game, but I've never heard of Whacked. Let me look that up. Just because I had an Xbox doesn't mean I played every exclusive game. Yeah, sure enough, Whacked. It's got like a Dark Queen looking chick from Battletoads on it. I've never heard of it. There was a nude lady as a playable character. Well, that's nice. That's family friendly. Reese is like, must track that game down now. No, I've never heard of that. I only played like Fusion Frenzy. Okay. I played a lot of Amped. Well, everybody played Halo. Like, that was the reason to own that thing. Eventually, it was a launch title. Oh, yeah. Well, Xbox Live was kind of cool when it first was launched. Even though it was a complete rip-off of Dream Arena from the Dreamcast. Blinks more like stinks. Who the hell even played Blinks? Like, I definitely never heard of it. Everybody always brings up Blinks now, but like honestly, they never advertised those games. No, it's a time traveling cat or something. Yeah, no, my favorite Xbox exclusive game was Grabbed by the Ghoulies. It's like the last thing Rare did that was important, and then they just like died. That's not true. They might that GoldenEye game that came out on 360 might have been good. I have no idea. I never heard anybody talk about it though. Nightfire? No, I never heard of that. I never understood the argument against the, you know, especially when the PS3 and 360 came out. Like, it's kind of sad, really, because, you know, do you know how vindicated I feel? Oh, hey, James. He's there, too. Not the James we know, another James. And, oh yeah, the Conquer remake. I mean, it's really weird that the Xbox version of Conker's Bad Fur Day, they censored it. Like, how does that make any sense? Yeah, no, they censor out the swear words and stuff. In Conquer. Like, you honestly think that, you know, when Microsoft bought Rare, they would have just had them pump out Conquer games. Conquer definitely feels like it fits into their image, you know? But that never happened. Yeah, and the other thing too is that while everything looks better with the N64 like the Xbox version, it's also a lot more lifeless. Yeah, like it looks better, but it's not better, you know? It's one of those like really half-assed remakes. Okay, what course should we do? Polar Pass. No. Sorry, I mixed up Polar Pass and Blizzard Bluff. Yeah. I just can't believe it, you know, like, I kind of understand why Banjo died off, but not Conquer. Conquer should have flourished. It's just weird that there only ever was one game. I don't even want to talk about nuts and bolts. Gee, I wonder why people are angry at us. Maybe it's because you make a new game after 10 years and then it's like something else. Like imagine if they didn't make a Mario game for 10 years and then like the first one back was like a pool game. Like you played like billiards. Yeah. I don't know why they thought it was. They should have just made it its own franchise. But you know, and then going out and insulting the players who wanted a new game the way they did. Do you know what's the most charming part about Nuts and Bolts? It's the first like 10 minutes. Oh, I missed the jump. That jump was like really hard to do. Yeah, but like seriously though, the first 10 minutes of Nuts and Bolts is the best part of the game because it's cute, it's fun. You know, it's really funny that basically Banjo and Kazooie got really fat because they did nothing but eat pizza for the last like 10 years. Like that's adorable. But then that like TV head guy shows up and he just ruins everything. Modern gamers don't want a platformer where you collect things. They just want shooters and racing games. Maybe you're part of the problem. Maybe it's because no one decided to like try anything new with it. You know, if that was the case, Nintendo would have been dead years ago. And I'm sorry, in the 360 era, so like 2008, what was the most best-selling console besides the PS2? Like the current gen? The Wii. Like the Wii outsold everything. And what was its big games? Mario Kart, Mario Galaxy, Wii Sports. Like obviously there wasn't just racing and shooting games. You know? I feel so vindicated now that like platformers are basically back and stuff. Nah, I'm still mad about that. I know it's been 12 years, but I don't know, I was just jumping into like the most popular games on the Wii. But yeah, Mario Kart probably wasn't the best example, but again, if they just made Nuts and Bolts its own franchise, there wouldn't have been an issue. Like, no one wants to be like, oh, here's a game in a series I really like. Let's have it make fun of me for wanting another game like it. Like, how is that a good idea? Like, did no one think that through? Like, how would you like it, Royce, if, like, I don't even know. If, like, you know, they never did Resident Evil 5, 6, and 7, alright? And then now, like today, they announced, like, Resident Evil 5. But it was, like, I don't even know. Like, it was, like, a Fortnite game. And then they're like, and then like, the first, like, half an hour, like, the trailer or something, it was like, oh, who wants the survival horror game? People just want to shoot people. Can you imagine how mad you'd be? Yeah. Like, it's just, why insult the player base? Like, here's an idea. Maybe people aren't sure they want a collectathon platformer because you haven't done one in 10 years. Well, like, alright. So the thing about Mega, all right, so Mega Man's like a different case, right? The problem, like, all right, so in '87 it was just Mega Man like classic, right? Uh, then in 1993, Mega Man X appeared, right? And it was supposed to be like the darker, edgier Mega Man. But then Mega Man 7 came out on Super Nintendo, and everybody was like kind of weirded out by it because it was like, well, why are they going back to like Mega Man Classic on the Super Nintendo? Like, don't get me wrong, Mega Man 7 is one of my favorite classic Mega Man games. I'm just saying that at the time it might have been seen as a weird decision because it was like kind of like jumping back because it felt like a lot more classic than the other one did. And it's not like people were like, dying for a new classic Mega Man game. I mean, I think it was only the year before that. I think like they took only like a year break between 6 and 7, so like people weren't like dying for a new classic Mega Man, right? So that was all fine and good. And then Legends came out, and Legends has its fans, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely like not what people wanted to see out of a 3D Mega Man game. I think, at least. Like, I think if Mega Man Legends is like its own franchise, I think it would have done way better. And then there was alright, so then I believe Battle Network was next. And Battle Network was a completely different thing. Like, it wasn't trying to be like a new version of Mega Man. Like, it was just like, let's capitalize on the current trends that kids like collectible things and card games, and like let's combine it with like a Pokemon like style Navi like thing that you got like raise, kinda. But they did their own like twists on it. I love the Battle Network games. Like, that's one of my favorite iterations of Mega Man. And then there was Zero, which Zero was kind of really more of the same. It was Mega Man for edgy people. No. I'm kidding. I don't want to piss off the Zero fans. And then, yeah, well, I always felt like it was like that, but, I just need to play more of it, to be honest. But I have. And then after that, like, so now we had 4 different types of Mega Man, like, running all at the same time. Well, no, I'm getting to that though. Like the only one that wasn't getting new games, ironically, was classic Mega Man, because the last one came out on the PlayStation 1, right? So like there were yearly Mega Man games. Like there's like Mega Man 7 and 8, which people hated. There was the complete Battle Network and Zero games, and then, the spin-offs, like there was Battleship Challenge and all that. So yeah, and then they introduced Star Force. Oh, okay, ZX might have came out before, I don't remember, but Star Force was basically the same thing as Battle Network, except stupider. Like, I don't really have a nice way to put it, but like Star Force basically, it like tried to reinvent things that didn't need to be reinvented. Like, okay, so the battle screens are now in 3D, which made sense. They wanted to show off DS hardware, right? I don't prefer it, but it's not a big change. And then there's the whole, oh yeah, so we decided that it wasn't convenient enough to have NetNavis do everything for us. So now they just live in FM radio land where we don't see or talk to them. It's like, what? Why the hell would humans like regress like that? Right? And then like, instead of like, I don't know, a plot about like humans discovering to work together with Navis again, which, let's face it, would make sense. The plot is like where Leo is like this depressed kid who doesn't have any friends, and like he finds out his father, who's been stuck in space for like 2 years or something, had an alien sent back to him. So it's like a slice of life anime where like the main character can fuse with this alien to create this generation's Mega Man. But here's the weird thing, right? So battle chips are now called battle cards, right? But like, why do people still carry battle cards around if nobody has a net navi? Like, how do they work? Like, you don't have like navis or anything anymore. And you know what? They realized this was a bad idea, because in Star Force 3, which is the last Star Force game, they introduced wizards. And wizards are the exact same thing as net navis. It's just so dumb. I don't get it, Royce. Like, I never have. Even when I was a little kid and they announced the first Star Force game, where there was like 3 different versions of it, and one of them was like an EB Games exclusive or something. Like, there was Pegasus, there was Leo, Pegasus, and like another one. Yeah, I'm not saying it was a bad game. I'm just saying it doesn't make any sense logically. And then ZX came out, and it was basically just Zero again. Like, that series never really picked up anywhere. And then they did Mega Man 9, and Mega Man 9 was like a huge hit, right? I remember being really excited when that got announced. And then Mega Man 10 came out, and it was like, okay, more of the same. And then Mega Man just disappeared for like 10 years. Because, like, alright, there was going to be that game called, like, Mega Man Universe, which was kind of like Mega Man's, like, version of, Little Big Planet. It looked really cool. I was super excited for it, and it was supposed to come out the same year that, Sonic Generations came out. So I was really happy to have, like, two new sequels into some of my favorite games, and they were like both next gen and stuff. And there was going to be a Legends 3, right? And I think everybody knows what happened to Legends 3, but just in case, Legends 3 was supposed to come out on the 3DS. It was like one of the first games announced for it, and they had what was called open development. So they had like the fans being able to participate in the development of the game. And like right before the first public demo was supposed to come out, they canceled it, because, and what they did was, instead of like giving like a legitimate reason why it was canceled, Capcom just said, oh, there wasn't enough interest from the fans. And remember that during the time where this like open development was happening, they had over 1 million people in those forums. So how could there be no interest? And then at the same time, Kenji Inafune just left Capcom, and we all know what happened then. Mighty Number 9 comes out, and it's like critically panned by everybody. And then they ended up doing a Mega Man 11 without Inafune, and it was really good. Now we're just kind of wondering what's next. Because let's face it, at this point, the only series that have had legitimate conclusions to them are Battle Network and Zero. You know, I say that, but they could make a new Battle Network game if they becomes an adult. Doesn't mean, but happy where that ended. But I just think that there's something there with the Battle Network gameplay that if they like made a new one, you know, it would be pretty good. Well, anyway, that's my rant about Mega Man. Let's go to the Spyro circuit. Anyway, something asked, when's the Sonic Adventure 1 versus Adventure 2 video? You know, I'm going to be honest. I've been waiting to get back these art assets for a while now from Twitter user Aaron Castle-Ryan, who's doing a logo and some other things to like help the channel art like look a little better. But that's taking longer than expected, and I want the Adventure 1 and 2 video to look as presentable as possible, because I'm kind of banking on it getting a lot more views than any other video on the channel. Like, I want it to be the video that kind of helps push me toward about 70 subscribers. So I've been holding it off, like, because I just want to get those art assets so the video looks clean as shit, you know? Yeah. Oh, just so that you know, the gems on this course are basically the exact same. Okay, so don't get confused. This is a really cute level editor, just Spyro. Which, by the way, if people want me to stream Spyro, I totally will. Just let me know, okay? Royce, you can even be included, because what I'll do is I'll just have you in the PS4 chat lobby, and, you know, you can watch the stream on, like, your tablet or something, and you could, like, just commentate with me or something if you wanted to. I don't know if people want to see me play Spyro, though. I'm definitely not a fan of the series, because I never really played a whole lot of them. I had, like, the Game Boy Advance games, but that was basically it. Oh, and Enter the Dragonfly, which everybody considers to be a bad game now. You should get Fallout 76. Yeah, no. How about no? You hear this guy wanting me to play Fallout 76? I assume that's a troll, though, but... Well, not a troll person, because that's James that said it, but like a troll, like, statement. Why? Because I don't support bad games. I don't even like the good Fallout games. I tried playing Fallout 4, it's just eh. And everybody's like, oh, New Vegas is the only good one. I'm like, well, why are you guys supporting the series if you guys only like New Vegas? Like, that makes no sense to me. I have 76. Well, okay, I mean, I own bad games too, but it doesn't mean I'm going to play them. What's the worst game I currently own over there? I'm trying to think. I'd say the Switch version of Mortal Kombat 11 was pretty bad, but... I don't know how people justify that. It's a friggin' fighting game. Why does it have to look... Like, I get that it doesn't look as good as the PS4 version. It doesn't have to look like that. I don't know. I can't read my Switch games over here. Yeah, you're not going to see me play Fallout 76. You're probably never going to see me play a Fallout game in general. I just never really saw the appeal. Oh yeah, the game glitches out sometimes like that. It'll like tell you somebody else won than what actually happened. I don't know why that happens, but it's usually not a big deal. Ah. Ah. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of late for me to stream that though. I mean, I think the interest in that is done. I don't know. I mean, people would give me the stream, I probably would do them.